Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources. Well, my name is Brave, and let's get ourselves into this episode. So last episode, we did leave off with trying to get most of the stuff built, and we also left off with a pretty sizable earthquake that completely destroyed the town. So there is a lot of things that are still being rebuilt, from the earthquake. Like this is going to take some time to actually get rid of all the different types of scrap that has been made from the earthquake that totally destroyed the town. That's okay. So that's going to take some time, which we're okay with. But I do want to see like our power get up and running. With our power getting up and running, then we can actually start getting some people in here. I need to tell this to be 0 because I don't want people to fill themselves up as staff members here, especially the highly educated people. I'm just going to be wasting money if they're filling that up. Because what I really want to get done is I really want to have all of my citizens come over here so that we can start pumping out a lot of different clothing so things can actually get made. Because once we can have things to get made, we can start increasing what we can do. Now, I want to take a look quickly. And I want to see what is requiring for this to get done. So this needs people. This one apparently can't have any progress because this isn't done. So let's high prioritize that. See if anything can actually get done there. So I will assign this guy because he does have a vehicle or a bus terminal. So hopefully he can get that done, which would be really, really nice. So I'm going to actually assign that so that trucks get under there. We're also going to put in this road here. I want to get it graveled as well. So we're going to build all this. This will block anything from being built down there, but we currently don't have anything that's being built over there. So we can assign all of that to be built. And I will also assign this one to build, just because I think that one doesn't have anything to do. So we're going to get all this up and running. Also, in the last episode, we did start the progress of getting this quarry up and running. Now, there was made mention that my fire department might not be in range. And that is something that very much well could be the fact. I'm actually going to max it out at 8. I don't think I need that many firefighters. But if it's not in range, they're not going to be able to get out to the quarry in time to stop a fire. Now, I don't know how to dictate range, like how far these can go before they're no longer effective. So I am just going to kind of leave it and just assume the best. Because you know what they say? Assume the worst, expect the best. Something like that. So actually, I'm just going to go quickly through, and I'm going to put all of these walkways into construction. All right, so we did put that. We got all of these now walk paths that weren't being built. They are going to be up for being built by both of these construction sites here. So I should have a lot more vehicles moving around, which will be good to get things up and running a little bit quicker, which is good. We want things moving. Now, this track builder is taking quite some time, and that is primarily due to the fact that we don't really have any citizens that, or citizens? Yeah, citizens is the right word. Nobody's doing anything. So what we should look to get set up as well, and I think I was kind of doing it last episode, but it really didn't get to the nitty gritty of it, is I should set up, because currently right now, I think... What are you waiting on? I think you're just waiting on stuff to happen. So you're currently going from the custom house just to the bus platform. So you're bringing in foreign workers, which I think we're going to keep bringing in foreign workers even once this is set up. So I need to set up so they go here, but then I also need to have it so that trucks go from this bus stop, this bus platform, to this bus platform, and to this one, and to this bus platform. So we're going to want to set up a road depot. That road depot is going to allow me to assign more workers to locations that I need them to go to. So if we take a look road depot. I think what I'll do is I'm probably going to assign it somewhere around this end station just so I can remember where it's located. So we'll do something like that, and that should make a dirt road. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to buy buses. Total capacity, I think if we did 17 seaters, I think would be fine. We can get 4 of them going on the track. So that means they're not going to take like all of them and like all are going to go there or all are going to go over here. It'll have a better distribution of workers. But if we are doing 30... we could send them here, and as well here. The only thing is I don't know if they're going to take them off. So what we might want to do is like have one bus going to here, one bus going to there, and then one bus going to there. I'm not too worried about here currently for getting a lot of buses, but I do want constant steady flow buses to my rail yard. So if I did... if I did 30 and 30, that 60 can go over there. And then if I did 30, that can go over there. Actually, they don't need even 30, do they? We can do 30 and then 17 could go over there, and then that would be quicker. So I'm going to do 1, 2. That will get that. And then this needs to be 1, 2. So that'll get... this, and then I think we already have a bus going from here to here. So we'll just have to find that bus and tell him that he no longer needs to go from border to the water, water to border, border to rail. He'll just kind of just do the chemical plant. Because I think he drops off workers here. Yeah. And then they go run off to making water, which we have a lot of water being stored up, actually, which is quite nice. So that this guy comes, grabs the waste, and then he dumps the waste, which is great. I wonder if... can I go here? Waste. Can I tell him to drop the waste there? Road connection with construction office doesn't exist. So I can't actually. I'd have to do a sewage dump, and then he could dump out there. But I'm not too worried about it. I don't think. Maybe that's something in the future I'll need to worry about, but I don't think currently right now it's something to concern myself with. We'll get that built, and then we'll get this built. And we'll also sign this one as well. And we currently have a open storage built as well. So eventually we can actually assign this one out. Which will be great. And then we also should do a factory connect or a warehouse connection so that we can store some mechanical parts over here and stuff like that. Maybe what we could do is store it over on this side. So if we got rid of that, we could look to do a warehouse. Maybe something that is not super large like this one, but that doesn't have any rail going through. This one does. So what we could do is we could do a rail office here. Or even we could do it here and just have 3 rails going off. Or do something like here, which might even be a better idea. I think if we get it close enough, we could actually hook it up to the factory connector if we so desired. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll set this up with dirt. And now that's going to allow me to get any type of mechanical parts or anything like that. It'll allow me to build it. And these guys need to go do that. And now they're off to the races like a herd of turtles. Huh. Okay, so this is coming along. This is coming along actually quite fast now, which is good. This did get done, so I can tell them to go work on that. Anything else got done? We'll just tell them all to work on that, just so they're not sitting around doing nothing. But yeah, okay. So this is all starting to come together. This is still paused because currently I don't really need it. It's just going to kind of get some wear and tear. If I do build it fully, which, yeah, it is what it is. And these guys are still working on getting rid of all of that. They're almost done, which means I can then build another building. I wish the one on the end was the one that went belly up from the earthquake. But unfortunately, it wasn't. And that's due to just the randomness of the earthquake. It decided not to be the one that I wanted to have demolished. That's a little bit further away from the plants, so I guess that's okay. We'll just sit on that one as a chalked up L, but that's okay. So now this is done here. So now if I ended up doing this one, it's not going to interfere with them dropping off workers because they can still go through here and do what they need to do because they can go around and drop them off on this side. So that's going to be good there. I would like to get this all graveled out as well. I think what I actually could do is I could gravel this, and that shouldn't get in the way of them coming into this stop, and then they'll just have to take the long way around, but I think that's fine. But let's high prioritize this, so hopefully they get it done quickly. I do have my buses. I'm not going to get them running right away, just because I do want to save gas, because gas ain't free. Only free for some. But, yeah, we don't want to waste the gas, so we're going to not let them run around yet. I'm going to let some time pass. And then once that time has passed, then we can take another look at when we have maybe some citizens running around. But we're still currently waiting on quite a few things to get underway and to get finalized. So can I... could do a sweeping. And that does get a few things. They're only like minor stuff to fix. So I'll do that, and then that as well. And we do have the residence hall, which is nice. So if we have any students, we can actually have students live in here up to 75, which actually is a massive boost. So if we don't have any place for the student to live after they're done their education, they could just stay in the housing and we don't have to really worry about them. I will take a look here though, and I'm going to go with the thing that we wanted to, which is establish of geological facilities. We'll start to research that. It's not going to really populate quickly, but at least it's on the radar to get done, which is great. We need that. So we're just going to let that sit and ponder. And then hopefully eventually we can get all of this stuff up and running. Now this does require garbage, and it currently doesn't have a garbage bin nearby, unfortunately. So what I could do is I could put a garbage out here. That doesn't seem to solve the problem of garbage collection for them, but I could do one out there actually. Like right here would solve the garbage bin problem. So I could get it right here or right here. Just seems kind of weird when it's like just next to a sign. Could I do... say if I did this. If I did that, then would this allow me to build the garbage around back and they could still access it? Yes, indeed. So maybe then what I could do is... okay, let's see if I can rebuild this. Alright, so what I have done is I ran this out the back and then I placed down the small garbage bin. So it acts as though it's kind of like an outback garbage drop. So this will work well, well enough for what I need. And yeah, so that's going to be good. Alright, well, we're going to let this develop and grow. Oh, good, they got all rid of all the garbage. So now I can actually sign this to be rebuilt, which means I'm going to drop a lot of more resources into that, but it is what it is. It needs to be done. It needs to be rebuilt so that everything in the Republic is up and operational. Very shortly, we're actually going to have some power, which is going to be very, very nice once we have some power in the Republic. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to let this continue to grow as that can be rebuilt now as well. Yeah. Okay. And then hopefully we can get some citizens in our new Republic. Oh, look at that. As we get a train coaling station with water hookup, now we just need coal dropped off, which we should be able to get coal from this guy. So I'm going to send him to go here. Drop off coal. I don't need to drop it off in that building yet. Just because there is quite a lot of weight. We don't need a whole bunch. I'm only going to tell him to store it to 40. But then he's going to have to keep this at 90 max. And we'll kind of go from there. So this is all done and looking good. And also, I think building is without power supply. So that is okay. This is still filling up with water. I can actually store quite a fair bit of water, which is good to see. So yeah, we're gonna keep letting this build and grow. And hopefully, before it hits May, or May, June, July, before it's July, hopefully we can have some people in the Republic doing their thing. Wow, this electrical got built up very, very fast. So do we have a lot of vehicles just sitting around idly? Yeah, we do have a lot on the way back. Even this all got built up fairly fast. This is getting built up fast. So actually, what I might do before we have a quick cut hiatus is I'm going to tell them to build that, and the train, or the loading depot. I guess we have to build this first, so might as well build that one as well. Because this all needs to be built. Don't have to build that one yet. This one doesn't even have any road connection. Where can I connect the road to? Oh. That's going to be a problem. Okay, so we might have to delete this guy. That's fine. I'm just going to rebuild this real quick, because we need this to actually work in order to have trains on it. Alright, there we have it. So I did just get this moved. I kind of just flipped it around, but trains can still go in here, which is great. This is all going to get built up. This needs to be built up here. We could also probably assign that one to be built. That's not a problem. But our biggest one is to get that one built up. And just look at the train. The train of machinery on its way to drop off all of the beautiful, beautiful construction material that is going to be used to build up my, I guess, medium-sized quarry. And eventually we could get water out here. We could get sewage out here. But it's nothing that I don't think we currently need right at this moment. And look at that. We have an empty yard. Not being used. Hey. And that also means that this should be done. So let's make a look to see that, make sure everything's queued up and ready to get going. But now, this should have electricity. This is a water substation. So I do need to make sure that this does have water somewhere. Which it does. It has one over there. Has heat. Has power. And has garbage. And sewage. So we are what you would call functional. We do have a functional running facility here now. So actually we could get this up and operational and live. As now all of my vehicles are assigned over to the mining, the quarry. There's so much machinery over here. It's not even funny. And now they're leaving. Because they did all the groundwork. It got done already. Okay. So they're all going to run back, I guess, because they finished everything that they needed to do over there. We actually can... We can start building out this road here as well, which we will definitely do. They just have to go around now to that one, but they can connect in. That'll be all fine. Yeah, let's look to get our citizens involved to help kind of build up the rest of this stuff here. We might have to take out a little bit bigger loan. Because I want to get the housing established, like the food market established first. That's going to require a distribution office, which if I remember correctly, I am currently out. But this one over here I did not fill up. So I can demolish it and I can bring it over here and get my distribution office set up right there. And then this will allow me to do... refrigerator. I just need total capacity. I just need one. The one with the largest. And then I think covered hall, total capacity. We're going to want to have alcohol coming in. Because these guys can sell food, clothes, electronics, and meat. And then these covered halls can do food, clothes, electronics, and alcohol. So then I'll probably just do 2 of these, 1, 2, and then that should keep everything stored up. Now if I do add a connection, customs house, load, and then unload and unload. Load, unload, unload, and then keep it at 80% and 80%. Just like that. And then this, he'll build it up to 75 tons. Here, we need food. So we'll probably do food 30%. Food, clothes, 20. Electronics, 10. And we don't need alcohol. So maybe this can be 50. And then this could be 40. Because again, we don't need... We need food, clothes, electronics, and meat. Food, clothes, electronic, and meat. So we don't need to have alcohol yet. I mean, we should look to get alcohol in the near future, but we don't currently need it, which is great. But we do need to get these all reactivated with workers. And then we need to get our workforce in through means of having our own citizens running around, doing their own things. And we also need to have a balance of highly educated and just educated so that they can all work. So now, emergency ambulances, we can have a lot. I don't think we need that many. So if I do like 1, 2, I think we'll start off with just 2. That should be fine. We won't go overkill on the ambulances to begin with. We'll kind of play it off of supply and demand chain. And we'll go from there. So now this is going to get its fuel that it needs. This should be getting fuel. That one's getting fuel. So everything's getting fuel that needs it. We just need to add more staff back. And then we can kind of go from there. Okay. So now that we have the means to get citizens into the Republic, it is time to hook everything up. Is it not? Especially now that we have these sitting here. You know, they're delivering meat. He's doing circles. This guy... Why does he have crops? What does the other guy have? This guy's clothes. Maybe he just accidentally grabbed crops and now he's just full. So let's discard all cargo. Also, the mistake that we do not want to make, which I have seen happen by others, notify me if goods are missing. We want to be notified. If we ever run out of food and we don't have any food in the inventory, we want to be notified. 100 tons of food, though, I think is going to go a very, very long way. But yes, we want to make sure that we are staying notified anytime that we may be running low or out of whatever type of food it may be. Also, let's get this done. Just so that we have gravel going in to that station here. And there we go. Now we have doctors. That is good. Well, not doctors yet. We have the ambulances. So people can get picked up by the doctors, which is what we want. All right. Also, now that we have kind of the basic bare bones of the Republic up, what I would like to have done, and I want to get running, is these vehicles. I know they're going to be running back and forth for a little bit, kind of redundantly. But what I want them to do is I want them to load. I don't want them to unload anybody. I don't want them to take passengers or tourists or students or highly educated. I just want them to take workers that can work at the factory. And then I want them to force them off. And I don't want anybody to be able to come off that bus. And then I want to assign this guy as well. So now these two can do that movement back and forth. So I'm going to launch them. Then what I want is I want these guys to also grab from there and drop off there. And what I want from here is I want them to load. Again, no students, no tourists. And no highly educated workers. We want all of our highly educated workers to stay working in the Republic area. And we also don't want them to go on any construction sites, which that's kind of hard to control with this current setup, but that's fine. And then we'll force them all off. Okay. Then we need to copy and paste. What we also should have probably did, which I'll do now because they're around and they're easy to grab. We need to have a third bus stop. Just Just a simple end station. Just because I need them to be able to wait and not follow each other, like right behind each other. In worst case scenario, we might have to upgrade this to more. Well, let's do 30 workers. I think that's great. So they'll grab workers. They'll go 1, 2, and then they'll wait here for 3. Now all I have to do is just copy and paste. Oh, he already has it because I already did it. I forgot that I did it, but I did it. So now they both have the same work schedule. Now they can go off and do whatever they are having to do. And then these guys, they also need to stop at this bus depot. I hope the bus depot can handle this many stops. But now I just got to make sure that both of them have the same copied job. Like so. And then these guys can also launch and start doing what they have to do. So now this should be good. This is storing, more food and stuff. Once we get citizens actually working in here, they will properly pull across everything that they might need. But until that point, it's just going to stay empty, which is totally fine. It doesn't need to have anything in it right now. Okay, so this is done as well. I would like to get that done, just so it's up and running. Continue. And then both of these guys, whoever can get there the fastest, you just, work your way around it. Get it done as quickly as possible. I do like how, the sewage drain is in the road. It's quite a nice detail. What I might also do here, too, is I'm going to do this stretch here. And then, one of these sitting around doing nothing can work on that. Hopefully. Okay, there they go. They are off and running. And how's our track builder going? Super slow, super steady. We're going to be lucky if we get trains up by 1940. But no, trains nonetheless eventually will be up and running, which is good. Okay, now what we need to do is staff. So kindergarten, we're going to want to have this maxed out of 10. I just know it's going to get full to the brim. It's not going to be workable. This can stay at 5. I don't think we're going to be filling this up fast. Which that's, 10 teachers, 5 staff. So 5 and 5. Great. This can be 2. I think we're fine just doing 2. It's not an essential service. I think 2 is just fine. This one we're going to have it as 10 as well because, sometimes doctors are hard to find. So yeah, we want to do 10. We can't max that out. So actually, maybe what we'll do is 8. I think 8 might be a good start. If we need, we can always increase it to a max of 25. This is fine. This one's okay. I'm going to bump this to 10, though. Just to have a little bit more on standby. This one we're going to bump to 20. I think we're going to have to do that because there's going to be a lot of citizens running around. So that'll be 20. And then this one we're going to leave it at 5. We're just going to max it out. Workers can go there and work. That'll be just fine. And then this one here is not a necessity. So I'm just going to do 8. So it's 8 staff, 4 professors. I think that's just fine. And then all of this looks good. So let's just take a quick count. Make sure that all of my structures here that I did turn off have people. So that's 5, good. Nothing around in here that they need workers. This need workers, we have 10 maxed out. This has workers, good. This one's going to have workers, great. This one as well, good. Doesn't need it. This one already has workers. This one will have workers. So, it is June 22nd, 1933, and I think that we are ready to have some citizens populate the Republic. It only took, 10 episodes or something like that? And now we're finally ready for citizens in the Republic. Wow, that's a crazy feat that we can finally actually have citizens coming to the Republic. Now, one thing that I'm going to be kind of looking at right away, these are great. All these housings, great, wonderful. But what we should do is in the back here, I want to look at housing. I want to look at small residential. I don't want to look at flats. Well, maybe I do want to look at flats. I want to look at something small with high quality. Something that's 80. I'm thinking, this one's good. This one's at 85. Flats brick, great. It's a nice 10. Because what can we do? This is 4. It can go up to 22. So maybe if we took a look and find out, okay, what can store near 22 that has high quality? This one right here. So if I did something where, say if we put housing here, in sense what I'm trying to get at, and I'm sure some of you are going to be picking it up. So if you kind of think what I'm doing, put it in the comments below. Well, you know what I'm doing. But what I'm trying to get done is I want there to be almost like professor housing, you would say, but I need this to be close enough to the walkway so that they can still go to the bus stop. So if I did something like, if I did this, say I did that, then what I could do is I could do walkway, walkway, and then I could put this walkway going right there. So now he should be able to walk to work. Yes, okay. And if I do this, perfect. He can also walk to the bus stop, which all of these guys can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of these paths into gravel. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign to construct and construct and construct. So this is what it, in sense, is going to be professor housing. I probably want to wait until this is up before I just start flooding him with, you know, professors, because we want to have kind of like a professor housing, which this is not allowing citizens. But I think what we could do is we could actually get the citizens. And then what we could do here is we could say, you can't if you don't have an education. You can't with basic. You have to be highly educated. That's just going to be all of my professors anyways, and then they'll be able to go here. And I also think they're just a jog away from working even over there, which honestly works for me as well. They can pretty much go to anything. They can go to the store. They can go to the university. They can go to the hospital. They can do what they need to do. And that's what we want to see. We want to be able to have them to do anything that they might need to do and get done. So before we get citizens in, I think what we're going to do is we're going to borrow some more rubles. We're going to borrow amount owed. We're going to have to borrow probably 400,000. Get over this threshold. Pay off half of it. We're going to be left with 2. So if I did 400,000, max up my years, borrow the money, then if I go to this one and I say amount owing, if I did, let's just do 2,000. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 200,000. Return the money. That leaves me with 200,000. I now only have a very small loan of 56,000. I mean, we could probably just pay this all. Actually, you know what? Let's just pay it all off. Let's just get it gone so I still have more money that I can loan against. 561. I think that's fine. Pay that off. 5. Yeah. Okay. Boom. So that one's gone now. Should be. Owed. Rate. Borrowed. Paid. Done. So now we just have this loan. For some reason, we are bleeding money faster than we can even make the money. What are we spending all this money on? Let's take a look here. Boards. Boards is high, which is fine. Bricks are high. But that's kind of it right now. That's fine. I have 20 tons of food in here, 13 tons of clothes, and 3.5 tons of electronics. I think we're good. We do want to have, I mean, it's not important that this is up because all these actually have their own gas station. This is fine. I think what we'll actually do as well is we'll make this into gravel and then road crew and you guys, because right now I don't think anybody, yeah, they're not currently doing anything. And these are starting to wrap up, but you know, we're having to drop off a lot of workers over there. It'd be nice when we don't have to utilize the workforce. We can just kind of utilize the bus stop and grab everything that we need. So what we need to do now is this can hold 56. This can hold 20, I think it was. Anyways, no one lives here. No one lives here. We're in June 25th. This is always the scary part for me, but I think what we're going to do now is we're going to immigrate, get some citizens. We're going to fill this one up. Actually, we'll fill this one up with just Soviet bloc. We'll fill it all the way full with just Soviet bloc. So let's fill it up with Soviet bloc. Perfect. We have Soviet bloc in here. This one here, I'm going to fill up with 5 experts. So I'll probably need to fill up, like, if this is 8, so that's 8, 16, 24, 28, 32, 32, 36. I need about 36. Okay. One more. Ooh, 40. Okay, so that's going to be enough to sustain all of my experts that I need. As long as they don't go off and do anything stupid, like randomly traveling out over there. But they shouldn't, because I told them not to take any highly educated workers away from me. And then I'm going to leave this one available for other stuff. And then I'm going to also do... half of this is going to be Soviet bloc. Half of this is going to be third world, just because they're super cheap. And then they have a reason. I have a reason for this, and they're going to go to school. And I think I calculated all this right. I think I might have missed out on the teachers here. Whoops. But we'll kind of see. So we're going to do about half. I'm going to do 60. 60 like that, and then the rest are going to be actual workforce that can come in and actually work for me. And we're going to hit play. Oh, boy. All right, I am nervous. Usually this is the point where you either make it or you break it. So babies in the kindergarten, we have 8. This one guy can do 8, 17. So yeah, everyone's going to go off to work. You know, this is monumentous, people. This is huge stuff. It's kind of the make it or break it industry here now. So, and also some are going to go to work on these different construction sites. They're going to go over here and go work on these construction sites, I'm pretty sure. But hopefully all of the doctors and stuff will end up going to do doctor-like things. Yeah, some are walking to work over here, so doctors are going to go to work there. Professors are going to go work into here. Professors working on the research. 5 out of 4. So we have workers researching away. And then students in the atrium 0 out of 7. So currently we have nobody going to school. No students in the hostel. You know, which kind of sucks. But hopefully some students actually utilize my expensive building that I built. You can see here, like, they're already filling up these different work zones. Like, actually, quite a lot. Oh, one of highly educated guys here. Uh-oh. Find something else to do. You are not needed to do that. You're needed to work on the hospitals and stuff. So this is 8 out of 8. This has 20 patients that are allowed to go in here at a time. Which I think we could actually lower this. I don't think I need that many patients at a time. So maybe if we just do 5 for right now, that's down to 12. I think 12 would be fine, because we only have 483 citizens. We don't have anything that's super crazy. But if we do see a rampant spike in sick, then we'll actually we'll ramp up the doctors here. Like, because that's 50 people. Pretty much, in sense, just doing nothing, because there's only resources on construction. There's 2.4 tons, and yeah, they wouldn't be doing anything. I'm gonna set this workers on construction site. This can only be, let's just set this to 10. I don't think I need this many workers. Can I not set it to 10? Is it because there's workers on the site already? There's, like, honestly so many workers here. Max number of workers outside a construction office. So only 10 can actually go there now. That's good. So that means that, like, only 10 of them are allowed to go on this site. This one's 100. I'm gonna set this one down to, like, 20. Just so that we're not stealing all my workforce just in pointless stuff. This one's going to be down to 5. I'm just going to set all these down to more reasonable numbers, so it's not stealing all of my workforce, because hopefully this isn't not going to be the reason why we make it or break it. So, looks like we have just a little bit of a small epidemic happening where people are just waiting for no reason. I mean, they could, you know, go get food if they needed. They can go do a lot of different stuff if they need it, but we just have 124 people just kind of casually chilling here. But good thing they're not going to load up on here. So this road is loading and unloading. It's not taking anybody, but it's just filling up this bus stop, which is great. So this guy's going to come over here. He's going to this bus stop, which I believe... Oh, that's the fabric one. Look at that. We made 1.55 tons. What are these guys doing? It doesn't seem like they're actually moving any product. Maybe if I change the order? So currently they're loading close, right? Granted. Maybe what I have to do is also hit new connection there. Load. Close. Oh, there we go. Now they're loading the close. Okay. I don't really know. Anyways, okay, that's working away. There's no workers there. There are workers not in here as well. Can they can still reach over here, can't they? Yeah, they can reach over here. I don't know if like this, maybe I need to like tell them to go work over here. Like if 5%. Maybe I don't need to tell them to where to work. Okay. House of Culture, that's fine. My road guys can build that. Yeah, people are just not doing anything here again. Do something like that. Okay, so then this doesn't have any students waiting. That's fine. This has doctors, you know, light shift, because I think everything's kind of switching back around. I think there was a lot of workers that went somewhere that they probably weren't needed. This building is full. This building. So what I want to wait is I have these two buildings full. This is plenty. I don't want to put anybody in anywhere else right now. I just want to see if we're going to be stable before we start doing anything. So I do want to check on... not here. Not economy. I want to check on my... where is it? Show overlays. Building properties. Bar. So this is at 1 bar. So that means it's fully populated. This one's not. So a lot of these are good. Water flow. This one has low water flow. But they're all in green. So I mean, they're flowing fine. Water... Heat water tank. These are fine. Interiors. All the interiors are good. I mean, it's a hot sunny day, so that's why this isn't working, because it's closed. No one's gonna go there. It's closed. Voltage looks good. Megawatts. Voltage looks good. These are pumping out tons, and it's not consuming all of it, which is great. Okay, so everything looks like it's up and running, just lovely and fine and dandy. These are all running, so this is looking good. And eventually, garbage. No garbage truck for big containers. That's fine. Eventually, I'm sure as they start filling up these waste things, they'll start populating properly. Okay, so I think we have Dunkirk stabilized. I think they're fine. I think they're working just the way that they need to. This is full of good stuff. You know, these have a lot of shoppers, and hopefully yeah, okay. Looks like the main workforce is out and running, doing the stuff they need to do. Can I notify me if the shop gets full? I don't think I can. Happiness is good. Starving. There's 140 people starving, but I just think that just needs to kind of settle itself out. Because I think when they got in here, there was just, you know, we saw like 100 and some were sitting on the platform, not doing anything, and the health change is going way up. Lifespan's going way up. Unable to visit doctor 28. I think that'll settle out because, you know, there's lots of room to see doctors. I think maybe we should just bump this back up to 8 because we do kind of have a full clinic. This guy, I guess one of my ambulances went out to sea to pick up somebody. So yeah, we're gonna bump this up to 8 just so we have more doctors. This is all good here. Yeah, so I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna see this have a massive spike of starving because the game's just is like having to recalculate. And then people are drinking alcohol. They're mad because there's no alcohol around, whatever. Lack of meat. Unable to visit a hospital. Unable to get clothes. Starving. Yeah, I think we're going to see all that kind of settle out eventually because we have a lot of resources here. Like, you know, tons of resources here. They're definitely not starving. We have enough teachers. Students in classroom. A lot are waiting in the wings. So maybe what we might have to do... is get more professors, and it's going to be so hard on the pocketbook to get more professors, but I think we're just going to need to bite the bullet and fill this one out with professors, and hopefully they can kind of offset the problem where we don't have enough in the schoolyards, because this is pretty abysmal. This one's fine. A lot of kids can go to school, so maybe actually we'll bump this down to 8. Doesn't seem like we need 10. It seems like this is actually doing just quite well. I mean, I'm going to bump it down to 6. That's because that's doing quite well. We want more doctors. We don't want people to not be able to visit a hospital. But I think that's going to all level out and be just fine very shortly, which is great. I'm going to actually put some signaling nodes. I want them to have the free right away. I want them to have to wait. And I'm not too sure why it looks like everyone has slowed down their speed. Like, everyone seems super, super slow. Which is, not good. Okay, so it looks like we have leveled out on our spending. I do want to check to see if we have actually exported anything to the Soviet. So exports, nothing. Not a thing. Do we have a truck on his way to export anything? So I really hope... Oh, we do have. We have a full workforce over here. So yeah, they're going to be making clothes. Great. Awesome. We have fabric coming in. He's bringing nobody across. Was there nobody waiting to go to work? Everyone's already just working in the town. Okay, it looks like we don't need 30 workers. I think we can probably do with just 15 over here. Because that's 68. A lot of people are working. I think what has to happen is we need to kind of see, like, you know, a month or two cycle, just to kind of see how everyone kind of levels themselves out and, like, you know, all that fun jazz. Hey, look, we can get planes. But I might branch them out myself into, like, how planes work, how this works. But we probably want to get this number up to about 1,000, and we want to see a little bit of incoming profit, just so we're not spending everything. Yeah, so what I might actually do here, store percentage, 10%. Maybe what I'll do is, like, 30%. And then 30%, because then maybe what they'll do is they won't actually load anything until this is full, where they can take a full load with them. So I don't want them to waste money and spend all my gas going to there when they don't need to. How's this going? Okay, you have max workers. You are laying down track, so this should build a lot faster now, because we should kind of have a better steady flow of workers on their way. I wonder if... Can I get that down like that? Can I jackhammer out this and this? Okay, good. All right, I just wanted to square it up, make it square. And then we'll probably want to do gravel roundabout here anyways. So what we might end up doing... maybe not. Seems like this is still producing water just fine. Don't have to watch that. Good. Okay. Well, let's take a look at maybe what we could build that's going to help us benefit. Student Inatorium, 4 out of 4. So there's students. Perfect. We have some people in the student housing, which is great. We have 14% unemployment, which is even better. It means that we have, hopefully, enough idle workers that we can get all this stuff done. These are all foreign workers. Good. People can go to the doctor. So yeah, we should... Oh, we're seeing this on a decline. Unable to get clothes. So I'm not too sure. And we have enough workers here. We constantly have enough workers. These guys can walk. I think we're sure these guys can walk there too. Yep. These guys definitely can walk. They can walk and they can walk. And this it's never told me that they've been out of food or clothes or anything. So maybe it's, again, it just needs some time to, like, level out. Unable to pray in church, loyal government loyalty, unable to drink alcohol, unable to get electronics, unable to visit a hospital, lack of meat, starving. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff that we saw. Stroke or heart attack. Wow. How do you get a stroke or heart attack? You've been in this republic for like 4 days, man. Maybe we'll get another ambulance. Maybe that might help. I don't know. This is the hardest part about this game, is getting everything to balance out. Once you get kind of a stable city that you know is not going to, like, just completely die on itself, you're going to look just fine. But, you know, these are minor and minute changes. I think the biggest reason it's downfalling again is because there's a bunch that are low government loyalty and unable to drink alcohol. I mean, what we could do is we could get an alcohol kiosk, put somewhere in here, or even right here. We could get an alcohol kiosk. Maybe we'll bite the bullet. We'll get alcohol kiosk just to keep everyone happy. You know, happy citizens, happy life. Also, having people run in front of my trucks is no bueno, no good. So, okay. What are we looking for here? That's a grocery kiosk. We want alcohol. Alcohol kiosk. All right, so we could put alcohol kiosk like right here. People can come get their alcohol. Or could we put it somewhere maybe a little bit closer? We could put it there. Maybe we could put it here. Yeah, it looks like we can. So we'll put the alcohol kiosk right in front. Right in front of the grocery store. Kind of monitor everything. Oh, boy. Okay, well, let's demolish that real quick. Let's demolish that. Oh, not demolish this. No, 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 no. Cancel. Okay, good. Whew. Okay, let's put down the kiosk. Let's just put it down how it says it can go down. What? At one point it said it could go down. Now it can't. What is this? Rip off. Alcohol kiosk. What? Super weird that at a certain angle it's allowed to do it, but at another angle it's not. Okay, we'll do something like that. There we go. And then we will build that up. And then my paving crew can build that up. Okay, that looks good. This we're going to limit it down to 10. Also, we're going to go over here and max workers without CO. We're just going to do 10. We're going to half that. Actually, more than half that number. We're going to like really quadruply lower it because it's just ridiculous. And then what we want to do is we also want to tell them to, once that's done, we'll tell them just to keep it fully stocked with alcohol in it. But we do need to probably get up a different university soon as well, because we want to see everything. So yeah, these are changing. Starving's going down. I think people are kind of like leveling themselves out. We're also seeing that our happiness is going up, and we're also seeing that our health life expectancy is going up because nobody is starving. Only like 5 people, but I'm sure those are 5 new people. And we still have 13% unemployment, which is great. And we're probably seeing a lot of our workers that are not going to, because if they don't have work, they'll go here. I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it works. If they can't find work, they'll just go somewhere else. So it's at 15. That's good. This hopefully gets done quickly. Yeah, this all looks really, really good. Now, like I mentioned before, once I kind of got most of this up and running, what I wanted to do is I wanted to place in some trees. And I think what we want to do is we want to do some nice, beautiful pine. I want to put some pine in here. I'm not going to cover everything in pine trees. I want to kind of leave a little bit open just for some flavor and stuff. But I think pine trees through here would look nice. And maybe some pine trees. Pine trees through here would look great as well. We'll put them in front of the school or the hospital as well. I think actually this is the back side. This is the front side. I wonder if I could actually put... Could I run... Not looking good. I'm going to do that. No, okay, I can't. Can't run that. But I could do that. They just have to go through the soccer fields to get to the hospital. We can't do that either. Yeah, we'll just hook this up to the soccer fields. Oh, I can actually get this through. Okay, so if we did something like that, and then I can go like that. Huh, there we go. Okay, now we have a direct path to go to the hospital in case they die, I guess. Huh. Just think about it. If a Soviet soccer player got injured on the soccer field, they got an instant straight to the hospital. It's not even a question of how far they got to get. It's just instant. They're going right to the hospital. These can be probably 1 and probably 1. I don't need to waste my resources on... Actually, the people are enjoying this. Let's do 2. There we go, 12. And then, yeah, this one's fine. Maybe we'll leave it at 2, just so a few people can visit. Actually, this one's 4. Yeah, so maybe we could do 2. Okay, that's fine. Citizens' happiness is too low. Well, it's on the up and up, so shut it. Unable to drink alcohol, unable to get clothes, starving, low government authority. I mean, that is a big one, low government authority, but there's really nothing we can do. Maybe let's do 18 here. Just let's bump this up so there's more shoppers. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. We've come a long way, haven't we? We're looking like more and more of a healthy republic. Students waiting for professors. So, I mean, we still have a weird kind of offset. But, I mean, there's so many professors. I don't know why there's, like, this weird offset that we have where we just don't see. I mean, unless they're working on stuff that's in the city here. Like, professors are on the tools, but I don't think so. Now, I'm not even sure why these aren't getting done. I mean, I feel like I've put them on there for a long time to get done. Even this one. These have been here for a while. What is this? Oh, he's working on that. Okay. Well, I mean, these are definitely up for queue. They're definitely in my queue system. It's just I don't know why they're taking so long. Anyways, let's go look at the quarry because I'm interested. Yeah. Okay. Looks like stuff's happening. Progress up there. Okay. Looks like it's going well. Nothing to really write home about. Oh, apologies. And also, track builder. No workers. Is there nobody here? Oh, there's people here. 11 people waiting. Now, what are you waiting for? I mean, they're dying for workers over there. I wonder if I can wrap this around. Does that, like, help? Does that, like, motivate them to go to work? Go to work. Dude, there's somewhere for you to work. Go to work. Yeah, you guys are lazy. I'm just paying them for nothing. Huh. Bizarre. Okay, have we had any exports yet? $2,000 in exports. I mean, I'll take that. 2,000 exports? I did three tons of clothes. I mean, if that's kind of what I'm going to be getting roughly each and every time I export something, because we're definitely making... Clothes are definitely being made now. Just not sure why they're not able to push the exports. Because this is a push and pull facility. They should be able to push over there, but I mean, I guess they wouldn't unless they need to. Yeah, but they're making clothes. No workers here. We'd have 12% unemployment. Maybe it's just a weird downtime. I don't know. Where they just can't leave. Drinking alcohol, it's a big factor. Drinking alcohol, yep, huge factor. Unable to get clothes. I mean, I don't know how that one's a real thing. But it is what it is. I mean, because people are gonna fill this up. It seems to have a good steady like off-flow, inflow type ratio here. So that all seems good. I wonder if you could put traffic lights here. No. You could say no pedestrians crossing here. But how else would they get... How else would they get there? I mean, this is just probably fine. I mean, that's just kind of what they have to do. Okay. Yeah. Well, my brain hurts. But we're, doing something. Why can't this be built? No paths. I mean, it's a path to a path. Whatever. We don't have to build that. It's fine. Yeah, nobody's waiting on doctors. People are waiting on the platform as passengers. I just haven't seen anybody waiting to go to work for my 12% unemployment. But that also could be because they are working on, building this. They're building this. Unfortunately, for some reason, we just, don't want to build this, even though it's high priority. We just, What if I suspend and redo? Would that help entice people to want to work there? I don't know. Okay, yeah, so, they're, it's coming along, I guess. We're doing something. We're having some type of progress. Things are going, look like they're going up. Happiness, I mean, none of will get clothes. I don't understand that one. Starving, just go to the grocery store. There we go. Got 6 people waiting now. Bus should have picked them up. Yep. And then I think they're going to take them out to there. Hopefully we get our track building. So maybe we need to have a higher unemployment so that we have more and more availability to pull workers from. I'm not too sure. But maybe we should also look to start building up all of these. Maybe just the front 2. Let's just do the front 2. Just so that I can have more housing. Yeah, I'll do that. Front 2. These need to make sure they're only at, let's say 10. 10's a good number, I'm finding. I'm a big fan of that 10 number. We'll do that, and then all these trucks should, yeah, they'll head out. And I kind of do want to get this all done, but I feel like it's just going to cause more trouble than good. But what I could do is that. Yeah, and then I can assign this one. Okay, we'll do that. We'll get at least that half of it done. These guys are on their slow trek because there's a bulldozer just being super annoyingly slow, but that's how bulldozers are. And the quarry's still coming underway. So, I say so a lot, don't I? Weird. Anywho's. Maybe we'll put up some more pine trees. Maybe we'll just do, oh yeah, right along there. Get some nice pine in there. Not around the power lines, people. You don't want to blow yourself up. You know, get a zap and a shock from around the power lines. Okay, we'll do something like that. That'll be good. And then we're also going to do an airplane. Not an airplane. Gravel. We're going to do this. I think this would look just beautiful. Yeah, do something like that, and something like that. I like that. And then, because these aren't being used anymore, I could just do this. And then we'll assign you guys, and we'll just low prioritize it. Doesn't need to get done fast, people. Just needs to get done at some point in the near future. Okay, well, what an exciting episode it has been. At least for me, I enjoyed the episode. Definitely, 100%. We actually have people now walking around. We have citizens doing stuff and things. Due to low education is our 12%. Oh, so we have, like, no workforce that is unemployed. So maybe what we should do, before we end the episode, we'll do one more thing. Let's get more immigrants. Let's get about... Let's do half this building. I think half the building's good. Because we currently have no unemployed workers due to no workspace, which means that our 12% that we see, or 10% now, is just due to them not being educated, and that's all of them that we got from the third world block. So we want to make sure that all of these, when we hire more, our due to no workplace is higher, and then that will make sure we have a surplus, which then means we'll constantly have workers going to different things. So I guess there's your cliffhanger. How will these workers support the economy to get over the no workplace hump, so we actually have a couple percentage that aren't working, and then hopefully we can, I'm thinking, hopefully, I mean, we just invited $84,000 worth of immigrants, and we only exported not a whole lot, $2,000. So we're going to need to have definitely a lot more immigrants that we're going to export, or not export immigrants. We want to import, and we want to export clothes. Hopefully we can get this number up higher, and then hopefully, yeah, we can see some more due to no workplace. I might have to fill this one out and fill these two out as well, but that'll be a next episode problem. And hopefully we can see a massive increase in our worker productivity, get this maxed out to 80, get our train line built up, and hopefully we can see a lot more happening a lot quicker. And then we'll kind of see what happens when it gets really, really cold. People going to stay healthy? Because as I can see right now, all of these guys, they're going to die because we currently have no heat supporting them. Small heating plant. So they are going to need a small heating plant. Was that a heating plant? Heating pump. Heater exchange. Small heater exchange. I think just the walking one would be fine. And let's flip this. Actually, we do something. Let's just place this down, and then we'll call it good for the episode today. I want to find a nice place that makes sense for this. I mean, because we're going to need to heat everything. Because unfortunately, we're currently not heating everything. We're missing the dormitories. What we could do is actually could place it back here, maybe. No, I don't like that. We could do here. You know, kind of sandwich this all in. Yeah, maybe we'll do something like... Yeah, maybe we'll back that up as far as we can go. Boom. Do something like that. And then we will build that. And then eventually we can build... Actually, what we should do, let's delete that. Let's get a dirt path going. Just so we can actually get this built, like, right now, please. And then we also need to run underground heating lines. I think just these ones are fine. Okay, let's get this hooked up. I don't think I need a switch. Because I can run the switch off the second one. So we'll do something like that, and then that, and then we'll hook that up to there. Boom. And then these guys will work on that. Okay. All right. And then we can put a switch out of this one just because we need to get a heating switch over here, and then this can actually heat up all of this location for us, which would be nice and dandy. Good thing we caught that early. Anyways, that does it for this episode. I'm already way over. But if you enjoyed the episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps. I do appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, my name is Brave. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And I want to see you guys on the next one. Bye.